Welcome back to Flint Creek Transport. My name is Justin. I'm out here at the new shop and the guys are inside working on the drywall. We also have, if you can see the top of that truck or the front of that truck is NYSEG is here hooking up the electric. And let's take a walk up front and see who's up front. While I'm walking front, you know, this is perfect vest weather. It's kind of chilly in the morning and then during the day warms up. So guys, if you haven't gotten one, check them out. They're pretty awesome. I wear my vest, well, as you guys know, every chance I get, I'm wearing my vest. So on our merch store, go to our YouTube homepage and you'll see Flint Creek gear. Just click on there and you can see the store. Town of Seneca. They're here today putting in the water. It's awesome. You guys remember Jay? That's the one Jay's running. I'm down here babysitting. I'll show you. Check it out. Say hi. Hi girls. Kayana, Vanessa, and Xander. Doing a little babysitting right now. My wife's in getting her eyes checked. So she claims she can't see me. I'm not sure. Say hi, buddy. Say hi. You got a grin? Hey, buddy. Hey. Hey. What's up? There you go. Hey, buddy. Hi. I think I'm gonna need a coffee to handle all the babysitting.
Good morning, thank you. This is Kenworth. How may I help you?
Can I get a plain latte, medium?
Okay, and will that be up?
Could I get a box of 10 Timbits?
Okay,
And that's it.
you got it. Give me 6:15 coming up.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I got your donuts, baby girl. Here's another day. I just, out here in the yard, had a load of tires come in. Here's what a load of tires looks like. Not a semi-load. It's a straight truck. I think we're getting total around 100 tires on this one. These are the Continentals HSR 2. There might be a few HSR 3 and then also some steer tires, the HS 3. So a lot of Continental. So most of our tires come through Talmadge Tire. They're right here in Waterloo. They have, I think, several locations here in upstate New York. And we have a Continental number. Basically supply them with a number. They take care of the rest. And that was actually the Continental rep that was with me here. And he's hooking us up with some gear and also these tires, getting them out here before the price increase, which is coming here, I think May 1. So I'm glad for those guys getting those tires out here and for getting in just before the price increase. Tires have been one of those things that have been hard to get. A lot of these I'm trying to get in, you know, we get quite a few at a time. It helps better buying power, and not only that, I can store them here and use them as I need them. The other thing I was going to tell you guys is if you haven't seen the video on the tires that we use, go check that video out. I can post a link up above. I'll show you here real quick what these HSR 3s or HSR 2s look like. This is what we run for a trailer tire. And a lot of our tires are 24/5. We also do some retreads. I don't have any here to show you, but we only run those more so on back axles of trailers or closed tandem trailers. And we'll also recap them for drives. If you check out the video of the tire, or that tire video that I posted, that'll go through, you know, all the different tires that we use and also how they run for us and the different brands. So you know they're working on getting water and electric hooked up. This is the next day and we're gonna go inside, see how it looks. You see they're working on the drywall? There's one light. There's a couple lights. Voila. Check that out. We are lit up, boys. And I think those LEDs are only going to get brighter as they warm up. Look at the difference. This is our parts room. So water and electric is hooked up. The biggest thing now is the drywall, which they're working on. And they got to mud everything. They got to finish it out. Hopefully, sooner than later, we can get CFO, Certificate of Occupancy. This truck is going to be leaving us soon, hopefully to get finished. We did what we got to do to it. Now it's time for it to get finished. So it's really down to, I'd say in the next 2-3 weeks, hopefully this thing is going to be done. I think next week sometime, the drywallers will be done. They were kind of waiting to wrap up till we got heat in here, just to kind of have a consistent heat. They couldn't put the mud on the walls till they had consistent heat. Then it's getting the light fixtures in and hung and our computers and phones, and you know, we're good to go. We still have to run airline from over there, all the airline, all the oil line, and some of that. It shouldn't take too long. I got to get our air compressor hooked up. We are almost there. And what I'm going to do is when we get everything done and everything put in, I'm going to go through the shop, and one of these videos will be a shop tour. So be on the lookout for the shop tour video. It's gonna be pretty cool. I'll go through everything and show you guys what all we have. And there's still some things we got to get, but we're gonna try to get moved over and get our parts moved over. It's gonna be a work in progress. So not gonna be probably complete till midsummer, because they got to do some excavation outside, things like that. We kill these lights. I see that some of the lights stay on. I'm not sure if that's just to keep the shop lit up. I'll find out from the electricians. But I think that one, when I walked in the door, it's got a sensor there. So it automatically turned on when I walked in the door. This is so big, so open. And again, this is why we went with a wood structure, is because the amount of beam space that it takes up and the shadows that it creates is pretty major. And I'll show you. Yeah, it's a bit darker in here. So you can see how this beam comes out and takes up so much space. Basically, probably 4 feet, 5 feet, and then the way they cast shadows, so that light's tucked up there. In that new shop, it's much more open. These beams, I don't like the feeling. It's too dark. And there's something else I want to show you guys. Kind of in a little predicament. I got to figure out what we're gonna do. I think I made up my mind, and I'll tell you why. So I'm in the process of selling a truck. I think the red truck is sold. This truck is a 2002, I think, truck number 137. It's a Peterbilt 379. Again, it's been in New York most of its life. It has a lot of, I'd say, minor things, oil leaks, some things like that we have to do. It actually right now needs a clutch. You can see that this frame, right now it's actually used more like a spare truck, but because we've been so busy, it's getting a lot of use. And it's one of the trucks that it's like, you know what, it's not worth fixing up. If it was a pre-ELD, I might consider saying, hey, we're gonna strip everything down, redo it. But I think it's one that we're gonna let go. We do have quite a few pre-ELD trucks, and I'm not really looking at getting a lot more so, you know, I like the pre-emission part. But there's, you know, still a lot of half decent gliders out there for sale at a high price, but they're still decent. So this truck needs a clutch, and like I said, has an oil leak. What we're going to try to do, we're going to replace the clutch, and I'm going to try to limp it along for the summer. So we have a job coming up where we have to park this thing, have a spare truck basically for a drop and hook program. And I have to have a spare truck sitting there. So this truck is gonna sit there. It might get run once a week, once a month, but instead of putting a newer truck there, this is probably gonna be the truck that's gonna be sitting there. So sometimes we gotta have extra trucks, and I'm like, why get rid of it now? We're just gonna wait till this fall, till after that drop and hook program, and we'll work on getting another truck in here. So I'm also gonna try to find a truck later on this summer. Nothing right now. just later on this summer, we'll try to get another truck. Nothing new, but I do have some new trucks in the works. The problem is, I'll get into this in another video. The problem is that trucks are booked out like February or March. If I wanted to get a Peterbilt 389, or if I want to get a W900, I'm looking at a long time. So something I'm going to get working on, but until then, you know, I can't just have a truck right now. I want to get rid of this truck sometime this fall, but for now it's just going to be a spare. So that was kind of my predicament. I was thinking about the last day or two, what do I want to do with this rig. It's to make a good farm truck. It actually has a 6NZ cat in it. Man, it's windy out here. I don't know if you guys can hear the wind or not, but so the 6NZ motor is a great motor. It's been a solid truck for us. It's getting to the point where, you know, it needs a lot of work. We have a lot of trucks on the road. DOT is no respecter of persons. They're gonna pick anybody out, and they're gonna write you up anything they can. So trucks like this going down the road eventually become a liability, and we have extra stuff that happens to these things. Parts wear out, and I don't want to have it going down the road. I'd rather have a little newer fleet, and that's something we're going to be working on. So eventually this truck is going to go. I'll let you know when we're going to sell it. It's always fun to buy things, but I don't care what truck it is, it's always kind of sad to see it go. Here's a load of stone heading out. Not sure where it's going, but I'll show you the truck real quick. AFC Transport. I don't know the Peterbilt models, but I think this is what, a 579. Fairly new one. So sometimes I like to harass the guys a little bit. See that load? It's quite tall and jagged. I come out there acting all serious. I'm like, you know that load needs tarped, right? And they look at me like, for real? I'm like, yeah, you gotta tarp it. And they start laughing. Anyway, too much fun some days. Here's what you get after you buy hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of tires, right? Thousands of tires from Continental. Check it out. Got me a nice jacket here. In general, it's even my size. Too bad it doesn't say Continental. No, it's a beautiful jacket. It's all good. All right, guys, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. We'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Peace out.